Drinking wine with dinner feels like one of those charming life upgrades, a ritual that says, I'm not just eating, I'm dining. It's elegant, relaxing, a little indulgent, and depending on the wine and your mood, either a digestive aid or a conversation starter. Red wine in particular has earned itself a halo in health circles, thanks to its stash of polyphenol, especially resveratrol, which is credited with everything from heart protection to keeping your brain young enough to remember where you left your keys. But like any elegant guest who shows up with a bottle and a bit of an agenda, wine doesn't always make things simple. When it comes to nutrient absorption, especially iron, red wine can be both helpful and quietly sabotaging, like a dinner guest who brings fancy cheese but then talks too much during your favorite show. Let's start with the drama: tannins and polyphenol. These naturally occurring compounds give red wine its structure, bitterness, and mouth-drying sophistication. They're also powerful antioxidants that contribute to wine's anti-inflammatory and vascular health benefits. But as we've seen in the tea and chocolate universe, tannins have a possessive side. They love binding to iron, particularly non-heme iron, the type found in plant foods like beans, lentils, leafy greens, and fortified grains. Once they grab hold of that iron in your gut, they make it less available for absorption. It's not outright theft, but it's more like hiding your iron behind a velvet curtain and pretending it never arrived. So if your dinner is a beautifully balanced plant-based affair, say, a quinoa and kale salad with chickpeas and roasted red peppers, followed by a generous glass of Merlot, there's a quiet little nutritional standoff happening behind the scenes. While your body should be absorbing that hard-earned non-heme iron, wine's polyphenol are forming molecular cliques, whispering, "You can't sit with us," and escorting iron out of the digestive club before it even gets past the velvet rope. This is especially relevant if you already have low iron levels, are vegetarian or vegan, or are just trying to boost your iron intake through sheer legume dedication. But like any good plot twist, red wine isn't just playing the antagonist here. While it does interfere with iron absorption, it can simultaneously enhance the absorption of other plant-based compounds, specifically certain antioxidants and polyphenol. That means the good stuff in your vegetables, like quercetin from onions, lycopene from tomatoes, or catechins from berries, might actually be better absorbed in the presence of wine. Red wine, in this case, becomes a sort of nutrient amplifier for these bioactive plant compounds, helping to usher them into the bloodstream where they can do their health protective magic. It's like wine saying, "Okay, I'm not great with iron, but have you met my friend, antioxidant synergy?" This dual nature makes wine a bit of a wild card at the dinner table. Whether it helps or hinders you depends a lot on what's on your plate and what your body needs. If you're low in iron or relying heavily on non-heme sources, wine might not be the best drinking buddy with that particular meal. But if your iron levels are solid and your plate is stacked with colorful, antioxidant-rich produce, that glass of Pinot Noir may actually boost the absorption of some of the very nutrients you're hoping to get more of. Timing and context are key. If you're serious about improving iron absorption from your meals, consider skipping the wine with those meals and enjoying it later, after your food has had time to do its thing. Or make your iron-rich meals even more absorbable by including a source of vitamin C, which can offset some of the iron-inhibiting effects of polyphenol. Bell peppers, citrus fruits, and tomatoes are all great allies in this nutritional chess game. So, is wine a nutrient thief or a helper? The answer, wonderfully, is both. It's not here to ruin your health, and it's certainly not disinvited from the dinner party. It just needs to be seated next to the right guests. With a bit of strategy and a dash of timing, you can enjoy wine's rich flavor and antioxidant benefits without giving up too much in the mineral department. Just remember, like any charming dinner companion, wine has a complex personality, and that's part of what makes it so fun to sip.